I was clearly a peak Mahayana cultivator, yet I hid as a level 1 Qi refiner for 300 years. Juniors stole my herbs, I just smiled. Seniors scolded me for lagging behind, I just apologized. That was until my junior sister reached the soul formation realm and caught Heaven's eye. Hiding in the shadows, I couldn't hold back. It wasn't because I was a coward. I had simply discovered a terrifying secret: the higher your realm, the faster you die. The Heavenly Dao of this world is not a nurturing force for cultivators. Instead, it is a greedy devourer from a higher plane. It feeds on the cultivation of mortals. Whether you are at soul formation, void refinement, body integration, or the legendary Mahayana realm, there are only two endings. You either vanish mysteriously during meditation, leaving no trace of your soul behind, or you are obliterated by artificially enhanced lightning during the heavenly tribulation. The world thinks these Grand Masters failed their ascension or suffered from inner demons. But the truth is, they were all eaten by the Heavenly Dao. However, my unique physical constitution slipped through its cracks. No matter how powerful I actually am, my visible realm stays at Qi refining, completely bypassing the Dao's devouring rules. 300 years ago, I reached peak Mahayana. A flick of my finger could reverse galaxies, and a single breath could shatter mountains. But to survive, I hid all my light. I joined the most obscure sect in the world, the Qingyan sect, becoming the lowest outer disciple. I laid low for 3 centuries. Qingyan is small, just a third-rate sect in the non-Zhanhuan. The highest among us was the sect master, who was only at the late soul formation stage. In the grand cultivation world, this sect wasn't even a drop in the ocean. But that's exactly why heaven ignored us, making it my perfect hiding spot. Yet, a third-rate sect has loose rules, and bullying the weak is the norm. As a level 1 trash disciple, I became everyone's punching bag. Little did they know, this ant could crush their cultivation roots instantly. The first to cross me was an outer disciple named Lin Qin. He was at level 5 Qi refining, a top talent among the outer sect. He saw me tending to a barren field every day just for a single dew grass, a basic herb that merely warms the meridians. He stomped on my field, calling me a waste. As he grabbed the herb, he felt his wrist go numb. Thinking it was just a minor energy glitch, he ripped the herb away, kicked me, and left. I just brushed off the dust and smirked. 3 days later at the sect tournament, Lin Qin faced an equal opponent. It should have been a fair fight. But mid-battle, his wrist acupoint flared with agonizing pain. His energy was completely blocked. He was thrown off the stage with a broken leg, and his next breakthrough was delayed by 6 months. He will never know that I was the one who jammed his energy flow. I could have ruined his cultivation entirely, but that would have been too flashy. Heaven might not care, but an anomaly like that could trigger an investigation by the Dao's aura. It wasn't worth the risk. Next was senior brother Mo Chen, a mid-foundation establishment cultivator and the golden boy of Qingxuan's youth. He despised me completely. During expeditions, he always put me in the most dangerous spots. Claiming it was training, he secretly just wanted a beast to eat me to get me out of his sight. At Bloodwind Ridge, he baited me into a Tier 3 Black Wind Wolf's den while he hid in the dark. As the wolf lunged with its fangs flashing, I didn't even move my body. I gently flexed my divine soul. That faint ripple pierced the wolf's consciousness. Struck like lightning, the Tier 3 beast collapsed on the ground, too terrified to even whimper. It just nuzzled my boots like a tame puppy. I patted its head and turned back, running right into Mo Chen. Seeing me unharmed with the demonic wolf following me, he stood frozen in shock. "What trick did you play?" he demanded. "I have no idea," I replied. "Maybe it saw how weak I am and chose not to eat me. Being weak has its luck." But Mo Chen didn't stop there. Back at the sect, he harassed me constantly. He locked me out of the library, claiming a level 1 didn't deserve basic manuals. He skimmed my monthly allowance, giving me only broken, low-grade spirit stones. I still wasn't angry. I just picked up common rocks, condensed them with my Mahayana power, and turned them into high-grade spirit stones instantly, far purer than anything the sect provided. Not entering the library didn't matter either, since my mind holds countless ancient techniques, 100 times superior to Qingxuan's best. Why would I need theirs? Ever since the Bloodwind Ridge incident, Mo Chen felt cursed. His energy backfired during meditation, his flying sword kept losing control, and his practice grew harder and harder. Thinking he was plagued by inner demons, he went into isolation every day. He didn't know that every time he meditated, I gently disrupted his meridians with chaos chi. It was harmless, but enough to make everything fail. A tiny bit of interest for 300 years of trouble. These petty squabbles in Qingyan were just minor amusements. What truly caught my attention were the downfalls of neighboring sects over the centuries. They only confirmed my theory: the Heavenly Dao's devouring never stopped, and it was growing desperate. 100 miles away, the Xianxia sect produced a genius 10 years ago named Fairy Xianxia. She reached soul formation at just 200 years old, becoming the youngest Grand Master in a century. She was unmatched. Backed by her power, the Xianxia sect expanded rapidly, crushing all nearby sections. I once tagged along with Qingxuan's group to their sect exchange. I saw Fairy Xianxia in her crimson robes, radiating brilliance, painting the sky in red light with a wave of her hand. Everyone cheered. But I saw the greedy eyes of heaven locking onto her. A faint gray energy wrapped around her soul like a parasite, tightening as her power grew. Standing at the very back of the crowd, my level 1 aura was completely invisible. The gaze swept past me without pausing, but lingered heavily on her. I intended to stay out of it. Survival of the fittest is the law. If she wants to be number 1, she must risk being eaten. But the Xianxia sect used her fame to bully Qingyan. After the exchange, their disciples ambushed us, stealing our rare treasures. They mocked us as useless cowards and publicly humiliated our masters. Mo shook with rage, but facing a soul formation sect, he didn't dare speak. Yet, 3 days later, tragedy struck Xianxia. While attempting a breakthrough, Fairy Xianxia vanished completely. Only her crimson robe was left, not a trace of her soul remained. Only I knew heaven had eaten her. But right before she was consumed, I secretly pulled a few strings, making the devouring process much more violent, effectively avenging Qingyan. Beyond Xianxia, other sects in different continents all lost grandmasters to mysterious disappearances or tribulation lightning. The world spun myths about these events, claiming ancient demons had returned or ascension gates had opened. I wasn't idle during those 300 years. Using my low-profile identity, I traveled among sects to gather rare ingredients. Not to increase my power, I was already at peak Mahayana, and another step would trigger total destruction. I gathered them to forge chaos pills, which protect a cultivator's soul, leaving a sliver of life during heaven's consumption. I didn't want to play hero, but 3 centuries at Qingyan tied my heart to this world. Even my mediocre master secretly gave me healing pills when Immortal bullied me. I couldn't watch them end up like the fallen masters. But I never expected Qingyan to produce Su Qingyan, my cheerful junior sister. The girl I watched grow up, who worked tirelessly despite her average talent, actually advanced from chi refining to soul formation in a single century, becoming our first Grand Master in a millennium. The moment she broke through, anomalies tore through the sky, drawing heaven's fierce gaze. Crouching at the edge of the world, it locked onto our obscure sect, locking onto Su Qingyan. Watching from the shadows, I saw the gray energy wrap around her soul. She coughed blood, crushed by the divine pressure, unable to stand. My 300 years of suppressed rage finally erupted. I raised my hand and channeled the god-slaying art. The sky fell silent again. Su Qingyan landed safely. Everyone around stood frozen in shock. Mo Chen's jaw dropped completely, unable to believe his eyes. I pulled back my hand, looking at the peaks shattered by the blast. My 300-year disguise was officially blown. Though this strike saved Su Qingyan, it alerted the Heavenly Dao. It still couldn't read my true realm, but it felt a power capable of destroying it. A massive storm is coming. And I am done hiding. If heaven wants to devour, I'll let it taste being bit by a peak Mahayana primordial chaos physique. Beyond the gates of Qingyan, the horizon churns violently, gray energy gathering once more. Standing on the peak, I let my level 1 aura fade. The pressure of peak Mahayana floods across the continent like a tidal wave, shaking the entire cultivation world. This time, I will demand justice for all mortals. I'll show them what the true Dao is, and who you should never cross. Su Qingyan held onto a stone pillar, staring at my silhouette in shock and awe. The useless senior who practiced with her and picked fruit was actually an almighty being who could manipulate reality. Within moments, a massive fissure tore open the sky. Golden light poured from the crack, and a figure stepped out. An immortal messenger summoned from the higher plane. Radiating divine energy, he hovered high above Qingyan, his gaze locking onto me. Mortal Ant, how dare you strike down heaven's aura and defy the Lord's will? Today, I shall strip away your cultivation. Drawing his immortal sword, he unleashed a massive golden beam slashing directly at my face. To an ordinary early Mahayana cultivator, this would be unavoidable. But to me, it's just a child swinging a fist. You are no ordinary Mahayana, he stammered. Does a dog of heaven deserve to know my strength? I replied. Impossible. How can heaven's absolute power fail against you? You're already here. Don't think of leaving. Tell me, who is coming next? Kill me, and stronger immortals will descend. Your world will be wiped out. So he was just Skywalker number 100, meaning, the weakest of them all. A sweep of gray chaos chi restored the ruined gate area. The entire sect was dead silent. Cultivators watching from the clouds were completely paralyzed with shock. A tribulation stage messenger, crushed with a flick of my hand. This power is the absolute ceiling of this world. The sky cracks open once more, the rift even wider this time, with blinding golden light. A mid-tribulation stage pressure floods the world, as a second immortal messenger steps through. You dare slay my fellow messenger. Your chaos physique has some merit. Today, I shall trap your chaos chi with the Rui scepter and offer it to the Lord. He tosses the jade scepter into the air, expanding it into a massive mountain. It shines with blinding runes, meant to seal any energy in the world. Accept your fate, mortal ant. No one escapes this divine artifact. I sighed, barely lifting my gaze to the descending mountain of jade. A mere toy from the higher realm. Is this the best your Heavenly Dao can do? I stretch out one finger, letting a concentrated drop of pure chaos chi form at the tip. With a gentle flick, the drop of energy collides with the massive Rui scepter. There is no explosion, only a terrifying silence as the divine artifact turns to ash. The second messenger steps back, his face completely pale, eyes wide in horror. My Rui scepter. How is this possible? That artifact holds a sliver of the Dao. Because your Dao is flawed, I reply, my voice echoing across the 9 heavens. It feeds on fear and stolen cultivation. It is not true divinity, it's a parasite. The messenger turns to flee back into the golden rift, panic overwhelming his pride. Too late. I close my fist, and the spatial rift violently collapses on itself. The messenger is crushed instantly by the closing spatial forces, leaving nothing behind. The golden light fades, replaced by a myriad, bloody crimson spreading across the sky. The true Heavenly Dao has fully awakened, recognizing me as a fatal threat. Thunder roars, not the usual blue lightning, but apocalyptic black tribulation lightning. Below me, the disciples of Qingyan's sect are trembling, unable to bear the pressure. Even Immortal falls to his knees, finally realizing how foolish he had been for 300 years. I wave my hand, creating a massive barrier of chaos chi to protect the entire sect. Su Qingyan looks up at me, tears in her eyes. Senior brother, you don't have to do this alone. I smile down at her. I've hidden for 3 centuries. It's time to clean up this sky. I shoot up into the clouds, heading straight into the eye of the black storm. The Heavenly Dao manifests as a colossal eye made of swirling gray energy. Mortal. You dare challenge the will of the heavens? I don't just challenge it, I say, pulling out the chaos blade I forged for 300 years. I am going to replace it. With a swing that divides the world, I strike the eye of the Dao directly. A blinding flash engulfs everything, silencing the thunder and erasing the storm. The devouring force that plagued the cultivation world for millennia is finally severed. Clear, pure spiritual energy rains down upon the earth, revitalizing all life. I descend back to the heat, the pressure gone, just the gentle breeze remaining. From today onwards, cultivation is yours to command. No one will feast upon your efforts again. And with that, the legend of the level 1 Chi refiner became the eternal myth of this realm.